We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they've played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Howell. Able to find the open man. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And some room to run now. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Operating from the gun. Stanford. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw on third down. Stanford. This is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now throwing on first down here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fowler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, it's Bradley. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 29, here's second down and 7. Trying to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. And Howe will throw it. Going for the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He'll try again, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders 7, Cowboys 7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Cowboys at 9-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The throw over the middle taken in. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Ready?
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Smith, red. Ready.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go. Ready?
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Pollard one more time. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Pollard, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Commander defense able to hold. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he's unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fielded at the 43. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off the play fake. Stanford. Throw left side complete. That's Malone. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Pollard will take it up the gut. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will be brought down with a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 23 yards, the final tally. Back to throw. Stanford. Here's a screen now for Pollard. Touchdown! Tony Pollard. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Here's Howell. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try the left side. Spencer. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Howell. Airing it deep for Fowler. That is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Howell down to throw it. He's got this one complete to Fountain. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Third and 2. Now Howell. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with, 35 seconds until the break. Throwing to start the drive. Stanford rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. intercepted. Inside the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Commanders take over first and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now he'll look to throw it. It's caught by Jackson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Powell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
Commanders 14, Cowboys 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Ready?
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Ready? Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Ready?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Pollard again. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Looking to throw. Stanford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Hal to the air on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down, it's Spencer. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Third and 2, here's Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll run on first down. It's Spencer. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Howell. He'll hit Jackson. Complete. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Howell. Flush to his right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Stanford. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stanford. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set, ready.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Blaster, 6. Ready?
Looking to throw. Stanford got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run left with Pollard. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Stanford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they can't bring him down. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Powell going to audible to something else. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. And Howe will throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up and let it go. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Here's Ryan Starhouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd down. Stanford. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 1st down, Stanford. That's caught. It's Malone. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A give to Pollard running left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Here's 1st down.
Opposite. Green. Ready?
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's back to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Spencer. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now it looks like he'll throw here. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Powell going to go down to a knee, and that should just about wrap this up.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Commanders, their chances of finishing over 500, they remain alive as they move to 6-8 on the year. Now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.